Because I didn't have a video ready for y'all. I mean, we have a ton of videos, but I didn't have one in the little login thing. So Kaylee was sweet enough to bring a nugget up for you guys to get to see how our sweet little puppies have grown. And now they're all big and adorable. And I want to keep them all, but I'm not allowed to since I can't. There's Dad. There's Mr. Forkle. He's very protective. He does not like it whenever the puppies are out of their whelping pool. But, oh, hello. He's giving me kisses. Puppy breath is so bad. They're almost big enough now to escape their whelping pool. It won't be long. But I'm gonna give him back to Kaylee. Here you go, Sissy. Thank you for bringing him up here so everybody can see. Oh, the claws. The claws are bad. I don't envy Clementine. Thank you, sweetheart.
You're welcome. I have a picture of them trying to, one of them almost escaping.
Almost escaping. That's the video that I was going to show today, was them almost escaping, and I didn't get it put in there in time, but thanks for letting me show them. Thanks, sis. Okay, so this is Tulips and Honey, the mega live list. Hello to everybody. Sorry that there was an original, the start thingy-mabob started, and then I had to cancel that one and start a new one because it showed that it wasn't actually going through, even though it was. Technology is super fun. So before I realized that you guys were commenting, so it was obviously really working and it was live, I clicked the stop stream and restarted. But it worked out perfectly because that's the only way I had a puppy in my hands whenever I got started. So this is actually not an episode or a show about puppies, but since we have puppies for the short amount of time that we have them, and I'm assuming you guys are all exactly like me and find so much joy in seeing the cute little tiny smushed up faces, and they're so cute, and I love them all so much. But my husband keeps wonderfully reminding me that I am actually not allowed to keep any of them. So, yeah, I can't keep any of them, but I wanted to share them with everybody. So, what is it, sweets?
Do you want to, since you didn't get the video, do you want to share that picture of them calling out instead?
I think I can. I think everybody will be able to see it if there's not a glare. See that? That's one of the puppies trying to get out. Yep. They used to, at first they were trying to climb on top of one another. Thank you so much, sweetheart.
You're welcome.
I need to make her my new producer because she actually does work, whereas Clementine produces nuggets, little cute nugget puppies. So I guess we can't say she doesn't do anything. But anyways, they were originally piling on top of one another and trying to escape. And now they don't have to do that. Now they just have to jump up. And they are spit close to being able to escape their whelping pools. So we'll see. Last night or night before last, Justin was like, you need to find a solution to where they're going to go whenever this isn't working anymore. And I was like, I don't have a solution to that. I didn't think that far because I assumed that the whelping pool, which is it's a pretty good distance. I didn't think that they would try to hop at this point. I thought we had a few more weeks, but we don't. But anyways, like I was saying, this isn't actually a show about puppies, but there's lots of, sad things that happen in everyday life. And since sad things happen in everyday life, I assume you guys are also cheered by super cute puppies the same way that I am. And since they cheer me up, I want to share them with you guys because they're adorable and we only get to keep them for a short amount of time. So as long as I have them and as long as I can share super cuteness with you guys, I'm going to do it because they're adorable. There's only two things whenever I'm super duper bummed out that like genuinely can pull me out of like a super bummed out mood. And the first one is like funny kid videos. So like if you guys have ever seen some of the videos where like there's babies doing really, really funny or cute things, that cheers me up. And then puppies, oh my goodness, all the time puppies are so cute. So anyways, that's why I started this whole silly thing with a puppy, and I don't know why I feel the need to constantly explain that to you guys, but anyways, this is a Mega Live list where we do deal with questions, prayer requests, suggestions, all that kind of fun stuff. I have some cool stuff that you guys sent me. It's not going to be a super duper long Mega Live list because if you guys are unaware, wait first before I tell you guys why it's not going to be super duper long live event. And I promise I'm not saying that just to jinx myself because usually I say that and then it's like a really long Mega Live list. But this time, hopefully that won't happen. Hopefully. We'll see. But anyways, I want to say hi to everybody in the comment section. If you guys were in the first video, I am so sorry that I didn't get the chance to say hello to everybody in the first video because I closed that one down and started a new one. But anyways, oh, I love you, Cindy T. Oh, I'm so glad to see you here, Cindy. I hope that you are doing well. We are praying for your health. I'm glad to see you here on the live event. Let me go and scoot through here so I can say hi to everybody. Hi to Patrick from Cave to the Cross Apologetics. I remembered this time. I actually just left his link in the descriptions down below because I already knew that I was... No, sir. Oh, boy, Mr. Forkel is chewing on my copy of The Excellent Wife, and I have a friend to give that to. I can't let him eat that book. And my flip-flop. Wow, you're being obnoxious today. It's a good thing he's so cute. Or else, well, I don't know what would happen. Because they're both Justin's dogs. Like, if I feed them every day, I don't know why on earth I think that they are my dogs. But just because I feed them, they're Justin's dogs. And he, no matter how much he pretends like he doesn't, he loves these dogs. Okay, like hardcore loves these dogs. So anyways, he still can't chew on my books. Not my books. I don't have very many of them. I'm not allowed to have very many of them. Anyways, I was saying hi to everybody. So hi to Patrick from Cave to the Cross Apologetics. I did had linked to his podcast in the descriptions down below because I almost always mention his podcasts in these events. So I just left it down there. So there's now, I think, 3 or 4 links that I'm just going to keep in the Mega Live list every week, and that's one of them, because why not? Also, hi to Kristen. I just got a chance to record with Kristen. Okay, so Mr. Forkel is technically Kristen's son, especially when he does naughty things like eating our New York strip steak before I could grill it. Swallowed them whole. They're gone. I get down there. I'm looking for my steak. And all I see is the steak packaging all tore up. And I'm like, but how? Because I was like gone for a minute. And now they're gone. So he's a naughty dog. He's Kristen's naughty dog. And eventually I'm going to mail him to her. And she's going to wish that I had not. So hi to Kristen. Hi to Tammy. Hi to James. Hi, James. Hi, Mayoshi. I'm so glad to see you guys here. Hi, Mel. And let's see, did I get through everybody? I said hi to Cindy T already because she's such a sweet sister in Christ. I'm so glad to have you here. And of course, hi to my sweet, super sweet daughter who is also in the comment section because she's adorable. So like I mentioned before, there's a reason this is going to be a shorter live event. And that is because Monday is the Open Hearts in a Closed World conference. So here's that kind of information. And if you guys didn't know, I'm the technical director for the Open Hearts Conference. So I'm getting everything last minute, like alterations and all of that stuff put together this weekend so that Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday goes smoothly. And super thankful for Brandon Kimber, who's been working with me a lot today to make sure that the stream goes straight and well over on AGTV, as well as the YouTube page and Facebook and hopefully also Instagram, although Instagram is giving us grief and has shadow banned some folks for whatever reason. Oh, hi Elizabeth. Oh my goodness, one of my absolute favorite bloggers is in the comment section. I'm gonna not fangirl, but I love Elizabeth Pratta's blog, the End Times blog by Elizabeth Pratta. Make sure you guys Google it. Okay, so let's see. what was I? Oh, I was telling you guys about the conference. So yes, the conference is starting on Monday at 8:30 Central Standard Time, and there will be giveaways each day. So if you have not managed to win anything over in the group or over in the Instagram page, don't despair, because Brandon Kimber has been incredibly gracious as to give us a oh my goodness, Elizabeth Pryor just said she's a fangirl of me. Sorry, okay, I'm right. I mean, listen, all the glory to God. Okay, we all have like our favorite writers, like the people that we enjoy reading the most, you know. So, for some reason, to me, writing is so much more impressive than sitting here arguing with you guys about pineapple pizza. Oh, sis, I forgot to bring up the Oreos. Can you bring me the Oreos? I was not well put together for today, even though I've literally spent the last like 4 hours trying to make sure that I had everything. The Oreos that I have to try for you guys today are in the candy drawer, I think. And sorry, we have a candy drawer. That's my fault. I'm not allowed to have any of the candy in the candy drawer anymore. But I wonder if she's even still in the comment section, because she might not be. If not, then I'll give you guys a squirrel, and I'll make sure to go down and get that, because this time actually the Oreos that I picked are one of those that I think, oh, there she goes to get it. You're amazing. Thank you. Somebody, I think it was Mayoshi, actually posted these a while back in the group. And I was like, thank goodness that doesn't exist up here, because if they did, then I'd have to try them. And of course, I went to Walmart and there they were. And I was like, oh man, now I have to try them on a live event. That's a shame. It's a real shame that but maybe they'll be good. I don't know. Last week's weren't that bad. Last week's were they were okay. Did you find them?
Since I brought them up here, I'm also going to try one.
You gonna try one? Well, I wasn't gonna try them just yet, but I'll do it just now because you're here. Okay, so since I have my sweet little helper here, they have a little win card on that. I don't know how to get rid of it, but these are
United States flags, basically. They
yes.
have red, white, and blue frosting.
Red, white, and blue layers of cream with popping candy in them.
Popping candy?
They have popping candy in them.
That sounds really disgusting.
It does, doesn't it? It really does. But you know what? When you open the package, I didn't smell anything besides Oreo.
Neither did I.
So that's good, because that birthday cake, you could smell it from another room. If the package was open, you could smell the chemicaliness of that, and it was so bad. It was so bad. They are beautiful. Oh, beautiful producer. It's what Mayoshi called you. I thought she was saying that the package was beautiful, but she's called. They are actually really pretty, though. They do actually have red, white, and blue cream on the inside.
Do you know those elf cookies that they used to sell, or they still do sell, but they're not popular now? They smell just like those.
The ones that we like so much because they're in one of your books.
Yeah.
The elf fudge cookies.
Yeah.
They only sell the double stuffed kind, but I like the double stuffed kind. Okay, let's give them a try. Are you ready?
Okay,
There's the center. That's a lot.
I'm gonna eat it like a normal cookie.
You're gonna eat it like that's good, because the way you eat it makes me concerned for you. She eats them like serial killers.
Okay, I don't taste the popping candy.
I'm not. Oh, there it is. There it is. There's the popping candy. It's sour.
Oh, yeah, I get the popping candy.
It doesn't go good in a cookie.
That's really fun. I like this.
Oh, man. It's fun. It tastes like a regular Oreo.
Yep. I'm just going to point out that the way I eat Oreos is I take the cookie off, and I eat the filling in the middle, and then I eat the Oreo.
I did not teach her how to do that, okay? I don't know who did. It must have been somebody on my husband's side of the family.
Better than dunking it in milk until it's soggy.
That's the right way to eat Oreos. It's still popping in my mouth right now. This was a poor idea while I was podcasting, actually. I can still feel it. Okay, each pop gives you like this little tiny bit of sourness, like a little tiny bit. Did you like it, sis? You liked it?
Yeah, I liked it because I think the popping candy is fun.
The popping candy is fun. It actually doesn't taste bad, and the popping sensation is kind of fun, but the little twinge of sourness to it is not really my cup of tea. Not my cup of sweet tea. Okay. So that was fun. I was going to do that at the very end, but since Kaylee was in here, and it's fun if I have to if I have to suffer for her to also suffer along with me. That's why we do the, and I haven't had the chance to really show you guys for a while, the Yum box. There's this subscription box that you can buy. And of course, a friend of mine here in town actually mentioned a couple of subscription boxes to me a while back, and I was like, that sounds like fun. I should try some subscription boxes, and now I'm obsessed with them because they are extremely fun. They are so much fun whenever you just like wait and then something fun shows up at your door and you get to like check it out and it's fun. So one of them that we get each month is a Yum Box, and the Yum Box comes with treats and snacks from another country. Each month they pick a different country that you get to eat all these little treats from. And the first few boxes, they were not too bad. Like, there was a couple of weird things, but mostly it was good stuff. And then I upped our subscription from 6 treats to 12 treats. And they're all so gross now. It's so much worse whenever you're trying 12 gross treats than whenever you're just trying 6 treats with a couple of grossness ones in there. But I do still force my family to go through that with me because they love me. And I'm ridiculously excitable, so like it's hard to just say no to my super excitable face whenever I'm all like, "Don't you guys want to try all this really gross food with me? Ha ha ha! This is exciting!" And you know, I can always like fall back on we grew up so poor and hungry. Don't you want to try all these cool treats from all these other? We're so blessed to have all these cool treats from and that usually works on my husband because he's amazing. Anyways. She tries those with me. She has so much fun trying the Yum Boxes with me that it's fun too for the Oreos. In fact, usually she eats them before I can even get a chance to. In Nepal, they have tikka masala flavored potato chips. Oh, yum. Now, here is a big problem though. When you really do like something from the Yum Box, it's really expensive to have them send you just that one item. So it is actually kind of disappointing whenever you're like, this is the best food I've ever had. And then our homeschoolers allowed sugar. I thought it was too demonic. Depends on who's running your homeschool, Patrick. In this house, sugar does nothing to us. So, I mean, I can drink energy drinks at any time, day or night, and it's not going to give me any energy. So I'm assuming sugar is the same. I just admitted to having a candy drawer, so I guess I really didn't have to explain that. But I think there's a lot of homeschoolers out there whose like the moms are super conscientious about what their kids eat and drink and stuff like that. But I'm not one of those moms. So I actually, when Kaylee was smaller and she was struggling with her spelling list, and when I say struggling, I mean struggling to want to do it. She was perfectly capable. I have yet to find a spelling list that actually caused her any kind of challenge, but she didn't want to do it. It was not as much fun to her, as playtime was. And so I bribed her with marshmallows, the little mini kinds. For every word she got right, she got an extra marshmallow. So that's the kind of homeschooling mom I am. If it works, that's what I do. Oh, don't tell people how much sodas we drink. Look, she's in sports, so she drinks a lot of water too, but a lot more water than I drink actually. I need to drink more water. Anyways, so we do have some cool stuff actually to talk about today, but I did mention that it wasn't going to be a super duper long live event, so I don't have like a whole lot of questions to answer or anything like that. I do have a fantastic little sneak peek into Monday's episode, which will hopefully be available, and there will hopefully not be any problems since I'll be also monitoring the conference. So they kept her calm, really marshmallowed her. Patrick for the dad joke win right there. Patrick for the dad joke win. They really marshmallowed her. Nothing would mellow her as a child, as a little one. She got the flu one time when she was like 6 or 7. I also got the flu. I'll never forget it because it happened on my birthday as we were traveling through, oh goodness, I don't remember where. I guess we were maybe heading to North Dakota, but we were down in Oklahoma, and we had to travel through several ice and snowstorms, and Kaylee and I both had the actual flu, and I was like so terrified for her because I realized how miserable I felt. But my sweet, wonderful child was all like, I'm so bored. Can we play? I want to play. She was fine. She was totally fine. Running a high fever. Definitely running a high fever. Telling me she had a headache. completely willing to go and play. Whereas I was like, if you guys could just put me out of my misery. Nobody makes horses live through stuff like this. Same with COVID. She was a little tired. But other than that, while Justin and I were over here, like, pretty sure we're dying. Also, not sure if everybody else is seeing the hallucinations that I'm seeing from lack of oxygen. But just concerning. And she was all like, I'm going to go play, but I'll bring you guys up some snacks in a little bit. She did. She took care of us the whole time. We had COVID. Kaylee was like making sure we had soup, and it was just super sweet. So she's indomitable. My sweet daughter. She, sugar or no sugar, doesn't affect her. She's like, wakes up, ready to go. It's crazy. Whereas I'm all over here waking up mostly dead. Mostly dead. Also, I hear my mom saying that I drink water a lot. That's so wrong. I only drink it at extreme circumstances, like sports. It's true. That's why sports are healthy for you, though, right? Because you're super thirsty for water. I have seen her choose water bottles over soda. So it just depends what we have in the fridge. Whereas if I have to choose between water and being thirsty, you know what? I'm a really bad influence. I'm a bad influence. That's what it is. Why I should maybe not be a homeschooling mom. Too late now. Anyways, we do have lots of fun things to talk about, even though this is going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. I have the sneak peek, like I mentioned, and I have some fun recommendations, but mostly I'm here to talk to you guys about the conference on Monday, because that's what my whole week has been revolved around. So there are so many things happening in the background that I wanted to take the time, and I don't know if she'll even get to see this because she's super duper busy with all the stuff happening in the background right now. But Jess, our graphic designer, has done an amazing job. Everything that you see on social media or the website, she has created. And she's not like, it's not like anybody's being paid, right? Like this is a free online conference. She's just being amazing and being a sweet sister in Christ and doing all of this stuff. And I'm blown away by how incredible she is. And Brooke being just the absolute backbone to the conference, and with encouragement and kindness and helping in every way she possibly can, making sure that I haven't lost my mind. She checks on me like every day. So I'm so thankful for both of them and all that they've done for this conference. We always I guess always is kind of a silly way to say it because this is just the second year, but like last year and this year both feels like a marathon. You know, you're fine, you're totally fine, everything is fine, we have months, everything is going to be okay, bam, it's here, and you better start running because the finish line is coming up. So anyways, if you guys could be praying for us and praying for all the electronics that go into things like this, that would be great. We do need to I have backup plans for my backup plans just in case that something goes wrong with technology. We don't want to disappoint you guys. So anyways, the conference starting on Monday. Our two speakers for Monday, the first speaker is going to be Brooke Bartz, of course, and then the second speaker will be Susan Heck. And I do have the little conference information, but that's kind of small. I'm not sure if you guys can see it, but I can sort of zoom in a little bit on it so that y'all can see the next couple of days at least. So for Brooke and also Martha Peace, I believe, and then Susan it might be that Susan has some printables. I should have written that down. For sure, a lot of these ladies have printables though that go along with their speeches, with their sessions. So it's always worthwhile checking out in the descriptions because that's where I'll be putting links to things like that. I know Michelle Leslie has a printable, and so I'm trying to move it a little bit slow for you guys so that you can see everybody that's going to be speaking. But yeah, so Monday is Brooke and Susan. Tuesday is the wonderful Sisters in Christ from the Women's Hope podcast, Kimberly and Shelby. And then, of course, Wednesday is Erin Coates and Martha Peace. Then we have Penny Amack on Thursday with Michelle Leslie and Marcy Farrell on Friday. And it's going to be finished up with the Q&A session with Shelby and Kimberly. So that is starting on Monday. We'll be doing that. The giveaways, that was, I think I started to talk about that a little bit. I started to tell you about the giveaways and then got distracted. Did I scroll with that? I think I scrolled with that. So the giveaways that are going to be happening, Brandon Kipper was really kind enough to give us a subscription to American Gospel TV, so AGTV, free for one for every hour. It's like a weird thing for me to express for some reason, but for one for every hour of the conference, that'll be happening. And so yours truly will be in the intermissions and in between things, announcing winners and stuff. So make sure if you haven't actually, if you haven't won anything yet, don't be discouraged. You can still win. That's two subscriptions each day. That's 10 AGTV subscriptions that are going to be given away by the end of the week. We also have three more gift baskets from the Masters University, and two more things to give away from Media Gratia. So, and those three are our three sponsors this year. All three of those organizations have been amazing. Of course, we also have City of Light doing the worship, so I'm really excited about that. This is going to be really, really, really fun, and I've gotten the chance to listen to a little bit of the sessions, and I cannot wait for you guys to get the chance to hear it all. It's fantastic. It's going to be very edifying. So, anyways, the other stuff that I have for showing you guys, and I don't think I've seen Mark in the comments yet. Have I? Did I say hi to him earlier and then I forgot? Have I seen Mark? I think sometimes I forgot, but Mark's actually sent me 2 different things over the last week that were really, really cool and funny. So here's the first one. You guys, this is the best. Not only is this road named Squirrel, but it's named Squirrel Level. It's like if you're playing a video game of squirrels, this is where you level up. Your squirrel is on Squirrel Level Road. This makes me so happy. I'm still petitioning my husband to let me have a squirrel, by the way. The bigger the puppies get, the less chance I have of having a squirrel. Because they're a handful. Here's a second awesome thing that Mark sent me. I have a school. I didn't even know it. The school's obviously named after me because of the remarkable work I've done here on this podcast, exposing Oreos and pineapple pizza. How much fun is that? There you go. I thought that was a lot of fun, and I'm super thankful for that. Now let's see here. I have also another thing that Mayoshi sent me, and it was true and important. Here you go. I'm sorry you have to sneak around, the pizza says to the pineapple, but so many people think we don't belong together. And it's because it's true. If pineapple should be eaten, it should be eaten in darkness because it's sin. I wish I had the video from Patrick, but I don't. I don't have the video that I made for Patrick. I should have kept it. I saw him earlier typing 2 Samuel 16. I had it on here, and I ran one of those clean thingamabobs on my computer, and it like pushed a bunch of stuff over. I'll have to go out and find it, because once things get moved into a different folder, they don't work here on this OBS like they used to work. So, but thank you, Mayoshi, for sending me that. And Mark, if you're watching this later on, I was really excited to see those in my emails. And okay, there's a couple of things that I was going to tell you guys about. Then I will give you the sneak peek and say farewell to you all. I know last week, my goodness, did we not go for like 2 hours last week? I can't remember. I've made up for it this week by making this week way shorter. But keep praying for me, because after this, I do have to do a few recordings for the conference, like some little intermission stuff that had to wait until the very last minute because of things like giveaways and stuff. So I appreciate your prayers after this. Whenever I click out, pray for me that I can, not be a total squirrel spastic host of a random program. So anyways, what I was going to tell you guys about though first, before I show you the sneak peek, is a brand new podcaster on our channel, and I'm super excited about this because so it happened a lot quicker than usual. So usually if somebody is talking to me about podcasting, I'm all like, hey, for a couple months or maybe a few more months after that, like, you should really think about podcasting. I've got a channel. It's free. You can podcast here and not have to worry about, like, starting from scratch and all that stuff. But this podcaster already knew me because she's podcasted for our channel before under the Chuck and Lo Show. So Lo Bronner is back on our program with a brand new podcast. Root and Fruit, and I'm really excited. I've seen the lineup for who she's going to be interviewing next, so I'm not going to mention anything until she gives me the all clear, but I'm really excited. But if you missed it, her first ever episode was published on Wednesday, so she's going to be publishing Root and Fruit. Each episode will drop on Wednesdays over on the Tulips and Honey Hub. So if you're already subscribed to the podcast, that's where you'll get to see it. You have to subscribe to the podcast if you want to listen to her podcast, because it won't be on like the YouTube page or anything. So be sure that you subscribe on whatever type of subscription podcasting device that you use. We're on almost all of them. I can't think of any podcasting channels that we aren't already on. But I think I saw the other day that there was some sort of new Facebook podcasting thing that I'll have to check into, because I don't know what that's about. Maybe I might Google that. But yes, Mayoshi, I'm so glad that you enjoyed it. I loved it. I thought it was really adorable, and I loved her honesty and the earnestness of her first couple of minutes, trying to get into the flow of that. I thought was super cute, because I know it's hard whenever you listen to podcasts to not think other people must just be able to do this and I can't. It's actually really difficult to talk to yourself to a screen. This is easier. The Mega Live list for me is easier than recording episodes, because I can see y'all's comments, and that makes it extremely easy. So as long as I see those comments over there, I'm like, I'm not talking to myself. Everything's fine. I'm not crazy. I'm just talking to myself. But whenever it's just your screen staring at you, then it's like, I don't know. My natural response is to just make faces at myself for half an hour before I really get into anything, which really explains a lot of the blooper reels that end up at the end of my individual episodes. So and then of course you start interviewing people, and that's terrifying. So it really is, if anybody is listening and thinks that podcasting must just be easier for other people, it's not. It's difficult for all of us, because it's really, really tough. Pray for my sister. She had a stroke. She's home doing well. I worry about her. She's always stressed. Cindy T, we will be praying for your sister. Absolutely. I'm so sorry to hear that, but I am glad to hear that she is home and doing well. I didn't know that comments make it better for you. I listen infrequently, but are you serious? Oh my goodness. Thank you so much for listening in all the time. And seriously, the comments they make it more fun. I really love it. I love to get the chance to talk back and forth with you guys, and pray with and for you guys, and get to interact and answer questions and stuff like that. And mostly it's usually the guys correcting me. So I haven't seen Chris on here yet either. Normally Chris from Voice of Reason Radio and Josh from the Godcast podcasts are on here, and they serve the purpose of like reminding me of what words are whenever I forget them, which is like every time. I haven't forgotten a word this time yet though, so we should clear off before that happens. So I also put a link in the description to Lowe's 7-day devotional, and I'm sure that a lot of you guys have seen this, but just in case anybody listening is dealing with the Patrick, all that's hate mail. The horror. Hey, you had a fan, Patrick, a fanboy comment on our video that we did the other day. Did you see that? I haven't gotten the chance to go through like comments yet on YouTube this week. It's been such a crazy busy week. But you had a comment, and I thought that was so fun. I was like, oh, somebody else is fanboying over like one of my favorite podcasts. It's super exciting. So, but I haven't gotten any hate mail yet about that. If I've gotten messages about it, I haven't seen them yet. I will catch back up on those messages and on emails and comments after the conference is over. It has been a crazy busy week, but we're going to keep chugging along. We're going to get through it. It's going to be okay. We're going to make it through. It's going to be fine. It's going to be totally fine. I'm fine. I'm not crying. You're crying. Okay. But I was telling you guys about Lowe's devotional. So it's a 7-day devotion on anxiety. She's working on an extended version of it, but right now it's a 7-day devotion, freedom from anxiety, which I linked to down below, and it exists over on Amazon in, I believe, a digital format, an ebook for you guys to check out. It's just, I highly recommend it. It's fantastic. Something that maybe I should reread this week. Maybe I should start my day with scripture and Lowe's 7-day anxiety devotional. might be timely that I reminded you guys to also remind myself, but that's a resource for you guys that I wanted to make sure that you had the opportunity to check out. I also linked down below to Brooke Bard's book, Chronic Love. If you haven't read it yet, Trusting God Through Chronic Suffering, it's linked down below. It's an absolutely fantastic book as well. I also linked to the Open Hearts in a Closed World Facebook group in case you guys have not already not subscribed, but joined that group. You'll be able to watch over there on Facebook, and I believe we'll have some of the speakers in different areas each morning commenting, so I'll probably be on YouTube to respond to any comments and things like that, and then we'll probably have folks in other areas, but I wanted to make sure that I linked to that one last time, or probably maybe next week will be the last time maybe. I also put down in the descriptions below, please don't be impressed, I did not remember it. It's just there because it was there last week and the week before that, and I'm going to leave it there so that I don't have to remember it. I put a link to the Facebook group for Tulips and Honey. The Tulips and Honey Facebook group is a place where you can go and connect with other solid Christians that are incredibly kind about answering questions if you have any. I know that when I first got saved on July 4th of 2015, God graciously saved me. I had so many questions because I had been a false convert for over a decade, and I was really discouraged by some of the reactions to the questions. Not everybody is as gracious, but now being where I'm at now, I can see from both perspectives that for folks that are constantly dealing with sort of the Word of Faithers online, or even just thinking back to how please put a link to where to purchase the t-shirts. Oh my Oshi, that's such a great idea. And you know what? Also, you came up with the idea of doing a book club, which I talked to Brooke about and she thought would be great. So I'm going to post about that. If not this week, you know what? Maybe I should post about it actually tomorrow, since that'll be before the conference, and then we can start it up the week after the conference. That'll be a lot of fun. And I'll get that little link and I will put it in somewhere. I'll post it on the Facebook group. How's that? Does that sound good? I'll post it over on the Facebook group so you guys can find merchandise if you want. I don't have this shirt available anymore, the one that I'm wearing. So if you guys happen to buy this before I stopped having it in the shop, this is the one that says roses are red, violets are blue. I don't know why you're clapping. I'm talking about you. We only had that available for Valentine's Day last year, I think, or the year before that. And I haven't put it back in the shop. If you guys really want it, I'll put it in the shop. But anyways, let's see, what was I was thinking, I was telling you guys about the Facebook group, and I was telling you guys that I was discouraged by some of the answers to my questions because people were really short, but thinking back to the way that people have been just incredibly cruel to Kristen over on TikTok as she works through what we talked about in the episode that'll air on Monday, calling her Karen and stuff, because she's trying to explain that you have to worship God the way that, you know what, I've got a sneak peek for you, I'll play that. But thinking about that, I can see why people, after a certain amount of years of being treated like that by professing Christians, would be a little weary by someone who says, hey, I was saved last week and I've got a million questions for you, and they all revolve around things that I should be studying myself, but instead I want to ask you because I don't trust myself to study. And also I didn't have at the time a solid church family. So now looking back, I can realize why people were maybe a little bit shorter. We try to avoid that in the group. If somebody's asking questions, we try to, be kind and gracious with our answers and loving in our responses. And honestly, I think it's maybe only once or twice a year that there's even an issue that like I have to go read through and try to mitigate what's going on. So the group is down there. It's also a place where you can go and bash on pineapple pizza and be cheered. It's one of those kind of groups. Also, if you have like a podcast or a blog or any sort of Christian resource that you have, we love to have you guys post that stuff there. Mayoshi is constantly posting free books that she finds. Like if she finds books over anywhere that you can read for free at any given time, she's posting those so that we can all be blessed by her diligence. So, and of course, Sandy is usually posting wonderful articles and videos that she's read. So we have some fantastic admins over there. I don't know if I say it enough. I'm so thankful for the admins of that group that really have just done an absolutely fantastic job, and they post some fantastic stuff over there. So that's a good resource if you want to be able to. There's Josh from Godcast. You're out of luck. I'm done. I have nothing else to say. That was the last thing. I'm sorry, Josh. But Josh from the Godcast in the house, up in the comment section, way up there. Way up there. I'm too short. My arm is, I'm gonna tilt. There we go. Haha, no. There it is. It's a lot more difficult, you guys, to do the thing with the stuff. Things. Just got out of a Bible study. Well, that's fantastic. I'm glad you're using your time way more wisely than the squirrels here. You did miss me trying a new set of Oreos. I tried those Popping Rock Oreos. They taste just like regular Oreos. They do have more stuffing in them than a regular Oreo. I would say that they probably have almost about as much as a double stuffed Oreo. But the Popping Rocks thing threw me off. I did not think it was as fun as Kaylee did. Kaylee thought it was fantastic. And also at the very beginning, I had a puppy in my lap, and you missed it. You missed the puppy in my lap. Like literally one of my nuggets, and we call them nuggets because they're just like little nuggets of cuteness. And like they used to look like potatoes, but now they're all fluffy and cute, and they constantly growl. Oh my goodness, you guys. They growl and they shake their little tails. And they bark at each other, and they're starting to play and stuff. So if you stick your hands in there, they all like run over to you really quickly, and they start like licking your hand and trying to bite you and scratching and stuff. And their claws are no joke, really sharp. But yes, you're right, Kaylee. I do need to focus. I'm going to start a blog about how wonderful pineapple pizza is. Oh no, you're not allowed to post that in the group. You're not allowed. That's the kind of contraband, the kind of sinful stuff that we avoid in the group. We don't allow heresy. In case you were wondering, kiwi on pizza is a no. Ooh, I did see something like that the other day. Now, I think there's a treat, like a sweets, that you can have where it's like almost a cookie kind of bread, and they put like fruits on that. I won't try it because it's too close to heresy. You know, it's sort of like the borderline heresy, borderline-ish. Mel says that'll be a pretty short blog. I bet you it would be really popular, though. Honestly, I think people who like pineapple pizza are so tired of the flack that they receive for liking it that there would probably be a lot of people that would enjoy that. Oh, hi, Christopher. I'm glad to see you in the comments as well. All right, so that's really it. That's all I have for you, wonderful humblebees. If you guys don't have any more prayer requests or questions about the conference, I will let you guys go to watch the sneak peek that I have. Of course, this sneak peek is super exciting. It is about okay, so I'll give you guys, while I wait to see if you guys have any prayer requests, I'll give you a little quick rundown. What happened was last week, I think it was last week, Kristen and I talked on the phone about a specific song that was really just, it's bad, you guys, it's bad. Okay, so I don't know if you've heard this. I believe she said it was written by Stephen Furtick, and it's Jireh. Jireh is the name of the song. And so the song, literally, they took out God's name from Jehovah Jireh, and for almost the entire song, it's just Jireh instead of Jehovah Jireh. And I grew, I didn't grow up in church, but the 10 or so years that I spent in church, there was this one woman who had this beautiful voice, and she would sing the song, and it had all of those terms in the song. And so, like, hearing a song just about Jireh instead of Jehovah Jireh, it's sort of like eating Oreos without the cream. You know, I was like, what on earth? Why would you leave the best part out? Like, why? I don't understand. So she called me about that. And while she was telling me about everything that was going on over on her TikTok, I was like, we have to do a whole episode on this. Because that's insanity that there's so many things going on about the worship music. So we did a whole episode about worship and about the appropriate way to worship and the inappropriate ways to worship. And so that's going to be coming out on Monday. And this is a sneak peek. And I gave you guys a couple of minutes just in case you had anything else that you wanted to say. And all I'm seeing is a bunch of byes. And since everybody's saying bye, I'm going to say bye. I'm going to give you the sneak peek. And I will see you all next week. You guys will get a lot of me next week. So just be prepared. I'm going to be literally like 15, 20, sometimes 30 minutes each day in those intermissions. So you're going to have to see my weird face. This one. Okay, I probably won't make that weird face. But You're gonna see me all week next week, plus the episode, and then again on the Mega Live list. So you'll get tired of me. You'll get totally tired of me by then. You're already tired of me. It's okay. I'm gonna keep on coming back because you keep watching. So here you go. Here's your sneak peek. I love you all, you wonderful humblebees. I'll see you next week. Bye, guys.
I hear it all the time. How dare you attack my personal worship? This is between me and God. You listen to what you want. I'm going to listen to what I want. That bothers me. It does, because it shows that people don't have a proper grasp on how important worship is, how important proper worship is. There's multiple examples in scripture that we can look at. We could look at Cain and Abel. We can look at Nadab and Abihu. We can look at Sapphira and Ananias and Sapphira. That's a New Testament one. That's not an Old Testament one. That's New Testament.
Just in case you guys were going to email
not that
us
it matters.
Like, this is all Old Testament. Don't do that. Don't email me that.
Those are just three. Those are just three great examples where in two of those stories was pretty much instant death, right? I mean, the fire from heaven consumed Nadab and Abihu, and Ananias and Sapphira came in separately, but both died instantly. And then with Cain, I mean, look what happened to him.
Yeah.
Vanished. Gone. I mean, it's a serious matter. And yes, the thing is they don't realize that God is in heaven and he is holding back his wrath too, right? Because wrath isn't talked about in these churches. He's in heaven holding back his wrath, and that wrath is being stored up. And every time you try to, I mean, it's for all sin, but especially in the sin of worship, improper worship, what you're doing is you're breaking the 2 of the 10 commandments. You shall have no other gods before me. You're literally making another god. I mean, this is a serious thing that we need to take seriously.